It was late September 2026 in Oklahoma. The wind moved across the empty land like a warning. Highway 66 was nearly deserted after midnight. Ethan Walker drove alone, heading northeast out of Oklahoma City. His black pickup truck hummed steadily under the dark sky. At 35, Ethan had already lived two different lives. One before the military. One after serving in the United States Army. The second life was quieter. More isolated. He preferred it that way. About 40 miles down the highway, he saw flashing hazard lights ahead. A car was parked on the shoulder. And beside it stood a girl. She looked young. Maybe 18. Maybe 19. The wind blew her hair across her face as she waved slightly at passing vehicles. No one stopped. Ethan slowed down. His mind warned him to keep driving. But he stopped. He rolled down his window. "You need help?" She stepped closer. Her voice shook. "My car just died. I don't have signal. I don't know what to do." Her name was Madison Reed. She was driving to Tulsa for a college scholarship interview. Ethan checked her engine. It was worse than it looked. "You shouldn't stay out here," he said. "There's a town about 15 miles ahead." She hesitated, then nodded. She locked her car and got into Ethan's truck. The moment they pulled back onto the highway, Ethan noticed headlights in his rearview mirror. A black SUV. At first it seemed random. Highways always had occasional traffic. But 10 minutes passed. Then 15. The SUV stayed behind them. Same distance. Same speed. Ethan tested it. He slowed slightly. The SUV slowed too. Madison noticed. "Is that car following us?" "Probably just heading the same way," Ethan replied calmly. But his instincts said otherwise. He had learned to trust instincts. They had saved his life before. The road ahead grew darker. No streetlights. No houses. Suddenly the SUV sped up. It pulled into the next lane as if to pass them. Ethan tightened his grip on the steering wheel. The SUV slowed next to them. The windows were tinted black. For 3 seconds the two vehicles drove side by side. Then the SUV sped ahead. Madison let out a nervous laugh. That was weird. Ethan did not respond. 5 minutes later, the SUV's brake lights flashed. It slowed down in front of them. Too much. Ethan immediately changed lanes and passed it. Now the SUV was behind them again. "This isn't normal," Madison whispered. Ethan pressed the gas. His truck engine roared. The SUV matched speed. Up ahead, a sign showed an exit toward a small rural town. Ethan made a sudden turn without using his signal. The SUV missed it. For a moment. Then it braked hard and turned as well. Madison's breathing grew faster. Why would someone follow us? Ethan's mind raced. Was it random road rage? Was it someone targeting her? Or him? The town lights appeared ahead. A single gas station glowed under fluorescent lights. Ethan drove straight into it. The SUV slowed at the entrance. For a second it seemed like it would follow them in. Then it kept driving. Madison almost collapsed with relief. Inside the gas station, Ethan quietly told the clerk what happened. The clerk frowned. "You're the third person this month," the clerk said. Black SUV. Late at night. Ethan's jaw tightened. He stepped outside again. The highway looked empty. Too empty. Madison called her mother. Her mom said she was already on the way. 15 minutes later, Ethan saw headlights again. The black SUV slowly drove past the gas station. This time it stopped across the street. Engine running. Watching. Ethan walked back inside. "Lock the doors," he told the clerk. Madison looked pale. "What do we do?" Ethan made a decision. He stepped back outside, phone in hand, pretending to record video. The SUV remained still. After a long minute, it finally drove off into the darkness. Police arrived 20 minutes later after the clerk called them. But the SUV was gone. An officer took Ethan's statement. "We've had reports," the officer admitted quietly. "Same description. We're investigating." Madison's mother arrived shortly after. She hugged her daughter tightly. Before leaving, Madison turned to Ethan. "You didn't just stop to help me. You protected me." Ethan shook his head. "Just doing what anyone should do." But he knew that was not true. Many cars had passed her that night. None of them had stopped. 2 weeks later, Ethan saw something on the news. Police in Tulsa had arrested 2 men connected to multiple highway stalking incidents. They drove a black SUV. Ethan stared at the screen. If he had not stopped that night. If he had kept driving. He did not finish the thought. His phone buzzed. A message from Madison. "I got the scholarship. Starting college next month. Thank you for everything." Ethan stepped outside onto his porch that evening. The wind moved across the Oklahoma fields again. The same wind as that night. But something inside him felt different. For the first time in years, he felt like he had done something that truly mattered. Sometimes on the highways of America, danger hides in the dark. But sometimes, courage does too. And all it takes is one person willing to stop. The end.